Hey guys, how's it going? It is Smalls, and in today's video we are going to be playing some Apex Legends Mobile and giving you guys my first impressions of the game. So first off, they actually ended up adding quite a bit of modes into the game. They actually have ranked, the actual BR mode, and have some TDM here. I think they have like 3 maps. I've only unlocked 2, but I haven't played so much because I've actually been playing the BR. And I think they also have some practice modes. I think they only have 1 or 2, I'm not too sure. But this game is actually really fun. But currently I am still facing some bots, so I haven't really experienced real players yet. I definitely feel like there's a lot of running around inside the BR. Their matches are around 15 to around 20 minutes, so it's really not too bad. 20 minutes is about the average on mobile for a BR, so they're not too long, it's just the average. And 15 minutes isn't a bad time either, but I've seen less. I think Call of Duty Mobile definitely had the BR that actually took a lot less time, which was Alcatraz, and that took like 10 minutes. It didn't take too long, but honestly, I think Apex should maybe work a little bit on the movement, because you do move a little bit slow. I feel like there is a lot of running around. I think for like maybe I would say around 10 minutes of the actual game, you're probably going to be running around, maybe even 6. And personally, I do think that the recoil is a little bit harder to control, especially on BRs, because from all the other BRs that I've played, the recoil has been pretty easy. I don't know if Apex is just like that. I don't know if they actually just have a really high recoil pattern. When it comes to actually fighting long range fights, it actually becomes really difficult to actually control the recoil. I definitely think they should rework that, because it is difficult. And I mean, close range, it isn't bad for me. I just think it's a sensitivity that kind of messes me up close range. So I'm still messing with that. I literally, every match that I've played, I've actually changed my sensitivity and changed my HUD. So I'm not really used to it just yet. But I personally think that recoil should definitely get reworked. That's one thing, that's one ick that I kind of had. The recoil is a little bit harder to control longer ranges. Close range, it isn't really a big issue, but longer ranges, you're definitely going to have to learn the recoil patterns of the guns. I haven't learned that whatsoever yet. I've just been playing just to play, to actually experience the game. Their BR only has 60 players. I'm mainly going to be talking about BR in this video, because that's the only mode I've played so far. And I haven't played the TDM, and I may plan on playing it later this week. I think today I'm just gonna be playing the BR like strictly. And honestly, I definitely like how the game looks. They definitely brought that Apex feel to mobile from PC. They definitely do have some bugs, like I've already been saying. And honestly, I think the developers did wrong, because they decided to basically split the community into first-person perspective and third-person perspective, and I don't think that's a really good idea, especially with mobile being so scarce in terms of BR lobbies. When it comes to mobile, BR lobbies are always super scarce in terms of players, and there's normally a lot of bots, and a lot of players actually complain about that. I definitely think the ranked mode is definitely gonna have a lot more real players than the casual mode. I'm playing the casual mode. I don't know if I've unlocked the ranked mode yet. I'm level 4 currently right now. I haven't unlocked a lot of the legends yet, and I'm still learning on what they actually do and their abilities and everything. But I just think that the recoil has to get reworked. The sensitivity feels a little bit weird, and sometimes when I actually try to move around, my screen will like freeze and I won't be able to move whatsoever. But for me right now, I've only experienced that like once or twice, so it's not a really big issue. I definitely like the visuals of the game. It's really nice. I like how it looks. There's actually a ton of action when you actually get into fights. Like once you actually find a squad, they will be pretty intense. But at the same time, right now, I'm still currently facing bots. I have yet to die or even get knocked inside of this game. I've already played like a good 5 matches, and I think it's a lot of fun. Obviously, I still have to get used to the mechanics, because I haven't played a BR similar to Apex mechanics. I've really only played like the basic BR experience. I think Call of Duty Mobile had something different, but it was still pretty basic and pretty lackluster. Apex definitely changed the game, and I'm surprised that Apex didn't do so well on the release day. I think right now they only have 5 million downloads. I definitely think that they have to work on some new things, but I think right now, I mean, it's the global release of the game, so obviously they're bound to have some bugs. And also, they decided to add a mobile exclusive, which ended up being a new legend. I don't know, I keep on forgetting the name of that specific said legend, but that's an interesting way of doing so. I don't know if they're gonna actually add it to PC later on, or it's actually going to stay as an exclusive forever. Now, don't get me wrong, Apex Mobile is probably one of the most anticipated releases as a AAA title on mobile. There's been a lot of confirmed AAA titles on mobile, and Apex was the first game to do so, and they actually ended up having a beta just a few months ago. I didn't end up playing it. I avoided watching any sort of content on Apex Mobile just to experience the game firsthand. And I definitely think it's a lot of fun. You definitely have to try it out. I just have a few things here and there that I personally don't like. And I think that Recoil is a little bit weird. I definitely think they do have to rework that because, oh my god, there's some clips that I'm gonna show you guys right now up on the screen where I'm absolutely terrible at the game. So this is one of those games that I guess is easy to play but hard to master. And I don't know if the game's supposed to be like that. I think as a casual experience, it's not going to be very fun. But as a competitive experience, the recoil isn't going to be a big issue for pro players, because when it comes to pro players, they can control recoil very well. I don't know if they personally have an issue with the recoil. Personally, I do like this game, at least the BR part. I have yet to try the TDM, like I said earlier. I do plan on playing that like tomorrow or something, but right now I'm only really playing the BR because I've always wanted to play Apex Legends when the first release of the game actually came out on PC and console. One thing that I almost did forget is that the game is a little bit framey towards the beginning of the game. Right now it isn't a really big issue, but I think once I actually started experiencing real players, it will become an actual game-changing issue. I will show you guys those clips because I actually recorded this actually happening in game, and I know this isn't an issue from my end because it really is the game, because my ping is actually really good when this actually happens. And before we end this video, what do you guys like about this game? What do you hate about this game? Is there any other AAA title releases that you're expecting to come out this year and that you're excited for? Anyways, make sure to consider subscribing, leaving a like, and leaving a comment down below. But other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
It's that good feeling, show me yo with it. Iced out teeth, she loves when I'm grinning.
You know I'ma tell you what to do.